よーし、今日も昨日の続きをやっていきたいと思います。今日はちょっとマイクを近づけてみました。もしかしたらうるさいやもしれんし、うるさくないやもしれん。あと昨日の配信でみつかんアージポンゆずポンって言って始めたところが全く配信に載ってませんでした。悲しかったです。よし、じゃあもう早速任務をやっていくか。どんどんやっていくか。クラドウィン・ムンからの連絡を待つ。まあ早速やっていこう。もうストーリーガンガンいこう。地図の前行きましょう。これなんだ、何やるクエストだ。軌道修正。あ、これフィグ線クエストか。トゥルトゥルトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥルルー。よいしょい。枕が欲しい。ちなみにこの使ってる枕はジェラートピケです。あ、なんだ、羽があるじゃん。羽。すごいあったな、こんなところにも。長いんだよな、この待ち時間。Got it。まあでも一旦ストーリーとかはガツンとやり込んでしまって、残りのやり込み要素をこうちょこちょことやっていきたいな。これでも1回クリアしたらあれだよな、多分2周目3周目みたいな感じのゲームじゃないよな、おそらく。ああ、こんなところもいろいろ開けれるようになったり。開けちゃうか。地図の間ってどこやねん。お、なんだお前。あれ、チリーン。チリーンどこにある。あ、いた。この部屋は錬金術。アバウトだぜ。ここで錬金術を学べるっていうのかい。お前またこんなところに。どっちだい。近っ。待ち時間の方が長いわこれ。はたくまでの。ピーン。ほんであれ、ここに上か、宝箱あるらしい。こっち。地図の間、そうか、地図の間じゃん。飛べばよかった。すぐ 秘密の部屋のうちの地図の麻雀。地図の間ってなんじゃと思ってたけど、フィグ線がいるとこだ。まあ2個いろいろ回収できたからいいでしょう。
You would be wise not to underestimate this student. Their aptitude for magic is beyond anything I've ever seen.
あれ
And I've been teaching a long time.
褒めてる？
It is a joy to have such a student.
It can be.
There you are.
I received your owl. I was able
Ow.
to speak with Lodgok, the goblin I mentioned before.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a falling out.
You believe he can be trusted?
I believe he's trustworthy, yes. He seems sincere, and Serona Ryan trusts him.
Very well. Supposing he can be trusted, will he help us get to Ranrock?
I retrieved a stolen helm. He hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain his confidence.
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning something about Ranrock's plans.
Lodgok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say what. Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is searching for something. I feared as much. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my portrait at my castle.
Rookwood Castle.
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
悪い知らせが。
You didn't see anything? Speak with anyone?
I did not. In fact, I did not make myself known. I only recently returned there and did not recognize nor trust anyone that I heard. I stayed out of sight so as not to tempt my portrait's destruction.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste. Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle immediately. Not only is it the location of the next trial, it is home to a source of power that would be devastating in the wrong hands. I do wish we had the luxury of time. However, I do not doubt your abilities. Find my portrait there as soon as you can.
行きましょ
Sir,
う。
I'm on
ベ
my
リーウェ
way.
ルサ
Best of luck.
ー。Thank you.
No time to waste. I'll meet you at Rookwood Castle.
よし、ルクート城で会おう。フィグ船と一緒に旅できると。こんなところ？あ、違う、これ俺がつけたやつ。これ俺がつけたやつ。あ？ではなく、ルクート城？どこじゃ？あ、ちょっと待って。追跡してるよね。フィグ先生だ。あ？行くんだよな、ルクート城。あ、まだ。焦りすぎました。行こうぜ。俺はすぐ行くぞ。ルクート城？あ？まだ出てねえわ、クエスト。腹立つの。おい、チンタラすんな、お前。パチパチパチパチパチ。よし、新たなクエストがあります。はい、ルクッド・ジョー。ルックとお嬢さんのところに行きますよ。ここか。で、ちょっと待てよ。いろいろ持ってる装備品がいっぱいとかなら売り払ってから行こう。あ、いっぱいあるな。もう22個も持ってるわ。売り払おう。わざわざホグズミードまで行かなきゃいけないの。タリス。
here I come.
毎回このほうきおじさんに
You're back. Nice to see you again.
売っ払うと。このマフラーもいらねえな。あと1個忘れてたけど、あれだ。
Thanks for stopping by.
ワーナーのこのアカウントと、もう一度接続してください。通信状況を確認してください。何を言うとるがじゃ。ちょっと待って。これは一旦セーブしてタイトルに戻る必要が。上書きちょっとして、はい。ドゥーン。闇の魔術パック。これは。いや、違う。こういうんじゃなくて。いや、ちょっとそういうんじゃなくて。接続できませんちゅう、どういうことじゃ。まあじゃあいっか。これは後ほどというか、また明日やります。
You're back. Nice to see you again.
よし。じゃあルックウッド城に。来たー。めちゃめちゃ敵おるやん。早ない敵の。お前は苦しめボケカスコラ。あれボケカスしかいないな。違う、ボケガエルしかいないぜ。やんのかお前。おらアッキオコーンフリンゴ。まあからの苦しよ。コンフリンゴアッケオディセンドドゥーンディセンドドゥーンで、まさかゲーム的にあれでしょ。先に俺がここの地にたどり着いているなんて想定していなかったでしょ。この上にもしかしてなんかある。だからビャコが中なのかな。中かあくまで。
Not the best place for an unaccompanied student.
ここにあるっぺーけど、このテントの中にあるっぺーは。ちょっと待てよ。勘ぐってるな、俺がここにいるんじゃないかと。レダクト栄唱中のアッシュワイナーの決闘者を切り裂く。それむずいんだよな。空中の敵をディセンター、それはいけるわ。じゃあ一旦でもアッキオおっつぁうね。ちょっと空中の敵をディセンドでディセンドかミスったじゃん。ちょっと待って、お前 でなるとちょっと待てよ。ディセンドを入れなきゃダメやつ。レビオーサ。ちょっと待って、こっちじゃないわ。はい、こういうことで本フリンゴをして、あ、間違った。右十字キープ右です。苦しいよ、戻っておいで。いて、痛いじゃん。いて、何してんの君。ドア。ここはこれはただに無法者の野営地と。これじゃない、こっちか。あ、これだ。精神統一3。もう一個なんかありそう。これは古代魔術の集中力3。いいね、強そうだよ。当てられねえ。
I don't like the looks of that encampment.
さて、おいや、来たね、声しやがって。
What's going on here?
Professor Rookwood was right. The place is crawling with Victor Rookwood's lot and Ranrock's lot. They're working together, all right.
なるほど。
I'm sure you'll
友好同盟では
agree
な
we
い。
need to find a way in.
行こう。あ、ちゃんとあれなんだ。片付けた敵は片付けたままなんだ。そんなことはなかった。
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all.
当たったクルシオン。めちゃめちゃ飛んでったけど大丈夫そう。
Up there. That's our way in.
ちょっと待ってな。フリペンドではなく、ここをアキオアレストモメンタムにしてくりね。掘れるかジジイ。
I wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach at that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So,
Unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield. Bring me the child.
We already knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for
魔法の
stores of
源。
magic.
And Ranrock knows about the keepers.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood said that you don't.
Let's get into that cot.
よし、探索開始だ。さっき殺した奴らはみんな蘇ってる。あ？
Any special word you want me to pass on?
なんだ、強制戦闘かい。来いお前。あ、痛い痛い痛い。見えてなかった。結構強いですね。レベル29だって。結構強いな、マジで。クルースよー。あ、出てる？オッズ？ちゃんとあれだ、いろいろ変えて魔法スロット変えて戦っていかないと。おっぶね。あ、ちょっと待って。死ね。おっつ、あ、お前フィグセンちゃんよく見たら。あ、危ね。こっち来いお前。クルースよー。お前もいつまでそこに。あれ、当たんねえ。これ当たんねえな。やっちまうお前が。よし、ナイス。どこにいるあと。あ、上か。こっち来いお前。絶妙に当たんね。ああ、でももうはみ出てるわ。めんどくせえ人。めんどくさいとこ立つなよお前。よし。危ない危ない。いいね。お宝がいっぺえだ。ほんであっちに行くと。これウィゲンウェルド薬だ。風格ある金のシルクロープ。この辺もなんかあるよね。すげえここら辺の構造エルデンリングみたいな。まあ中世のお城といえばこういう感じなんでしょう。エルデンリング気分で楽しめるぜ。城の中に鏡があるやんと思ったけど鏡じゃなさそうだな。うわー、バレかけたと思ったけどフィグ線があれ敵なかった。普通に、あ、ここにいるわけじゃないよね。普通にシュッていくやんフィグ線。なんじゃ、なんか言いたいことがありそうだな。あ、ああ、はいはいはい。これは時間の間に全部つけなきゃ的な感じだよね。 いけた？
Revelio.
いけたね。そこら辺の敵は？これ外にいんのか？
There is. I've seen symbols like these before. I need to find all of them, then cast at them quickly in succession.
よし。ダンジョン、エイム。バトルオペレーション、セット、エイム。
Revelio.
Goblin tracks. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead. This must be it. The store of magic.
乱絡の力の源。
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
Where is that portrait? ちょっと画面明るくしよっか、これ。全体的に暗いんだよな、いつも。モーションブラー、被写界深度もオフ。画面のざらつきもオフってる。画像の調整かな？ホワイトポイント。これを上げれば上げるほど全然わかんないけど、ちょっと待てよ。ああ、なるほど。ホワイトポイントを下げれば下げるほど変なこのテカリみたいなのなくなるのか。で、ブラックポイントはブラックポイントもなるべくゼロに近い方が良さそうだけど、 HDR の明るさ、これかな。ホワイトポイント、これが明るくなったからといって全体的に良くなるわけじゃなさそうな気がするんだけど、どうなんだろう。もうちょい明るくした方がむしろ絵的には見やすいのかな。そんなこともなさげに見えるんだけど。ブラックポイントはこれは下手に上げない方がいい。 HDR の明るさ、これが肝だな。でもちょっと明るめにしとくか。これを16とかにしとこう。 UI の明るさ、 UI はちょっと明るくしとくか。これも UI 明るくなったな。あ、だいぶでも暗いなりに見やすくなったんじゃないの？そんなことないのかな。すげえ暗いよなこれ一緒。いやでもゲーム的にはかなり見やすくなったわ、やってる方としては。
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic and have broken open some sort of container.
No. Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned. It cannot be.
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must complete the next trial.
いけます。
Just tell me where I need to go.
The power you stand to wield must first be fully understood. The trials will ensure that. Power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands, we will simply have to outwit Ranrock and my unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
それ古代魔術とつながる。ではさようならフィグ戦、行ってきます。
I would join you if I could. I shall await your arrival.
帰れ帰れ。第2の試練、バトルオペレーションセット。
Revelio.
普通にこっちから行けばいいかな。これは一体こっちだな。俺を呼ぶ声が聞こえる。向こうに行けじゃと。またいつものようにこのアーチをあれくぐる前に、これは一体引っ張ってこれる。あ、そういうこと。箱なんやて。これはああ、こういうことね。あ、違う。これをこういうところとかに置いとけばいいってことでもなさそうだな。あれごと上行ってるわ。これどういうこと。あ、まあでも一旦あれか。ちょっと待って待って、ごめんごめん。これを2台使って、これ別に宝箱入ってるとかそういうわけじゃないね。それはこっちがったからそうだっただけで。あれ、これもう動かない。あ、こっちやったら動く。2個こうやって使って上りにしたいってことだよね、多分。かつてゲームキューブなどで出ていたハリー・ポッターとアズカバンの囚人もまあこんな感じでした。おお、ねじれねじれする。スッ、涙腺コルクです。これは円柱が道を塞いでいる。ほんまやね。ん？これはほう、これで逆になった。エンドこれでいけると。宝箱が1個あるね。 これも逆方向からだったらまあいらねえんだけどな別に。あ、これこうやって入っちゃうと、あ、これで変えないとなのか。こうして、あれこっちじゃねえ。ウィンガーディアム・レビオーサ。これでこうして、どうせ頑張ったってこのムートンの冬用帽子とかしか出ないんですよ。じゃあ頑張らなくていいよなマジで。よう騎士よ、俺とやり合おうぜ。やるやん。よこせ。お、これはかわせたやん。かわせたとかフローティングできたね。おっつ、ちょっと待って、お前もクルーシオとか聞くのかが知りたい。あ、聞いてはいる。いて、タイミング悪し。見せろい。そうだね。あ、これかい。バットハウ。こっちに行くと銅像がある。これって治らぬ。あ？あ、繋がった。一つ一つこの汚ねえ銅像をしっかりと破壊していく。んだ、お前戦うのかよ。まだいる？まだいるね。どこ？ああ、ここ引っかかってる？え？ちょっと待って。それは、体は、ああ、そうか、こういうことね。こっちにいるよってことね。インセンディオじゃない方がいいな。これ。 OK。 こ ほんで
Hitting those marks readjusts the archways. Perhaps there's a way forward on the other side of this one.
これは普通にそうか、今このサイズ感でしかないからね。これをこうして入って逆か、こうして、あ、こうするとでもここがないのか。こうしてこれないんだもんね。ある側、アーチくぐれる？普通にこれで無理やりいけない？こんな無理か。ん？アレストモーメンタムかけたらしばらく動かなくなるんだな。割れるんだ。これを持ってくるとこのまま。このまんま持ってきたけどこれをこうやって持ってっても元には戻んないんだよな。そうなんだけど、これ結局赤い方、青い方、おい、これこの状態で こにすればこれでいけて、これでいけたのか。なんかうまくよく理解してないけど、まあいけたからいいや。ここはスリザリンじゃないな。いて。ん？ウィゲンベルトだ。ってことはボス戦ですね。さあグッとやっちゃうからさ。ウィゲンベルトいっぱい。おお、そういうことね。おしめいいでー。あ、逆だ。逆かい。あ、でもこっちにも先にこの一体やっちゃうか。んでペンシープの場に古代魔術を当てる。チャージ中のオーブを破壊する。はいはい。やべ、やっちゃった。いいでー。あ、いてー。飛んでくるよな。いてー、また忘れてた。いてー。これ、ああ、ダメなんだ。今この真ん中のタイミングで使うんじゃなかった。戦量は届かないんだよな、この距離でも。おう。 ですよ。
What a relief.
あられ。しゃれた制服のマント。ペンシープだ。またこいつからポロリ涙スタイル。
石ドーラの旅の話が楽しみだ。
どうぞ。さあ座って。
石ドーラ、私たちは君に聞きたいことが。
いいわ。見せたいものがあるの。父さん、ホグワーツの同僚や。兄が亡くなってから喋らなくなったの。今回の旅で昔から思っていたことを確かめられた。私たちには苦しみを取り除く力があるのよ。
石ドーラ、
取り除いた。
なんということを。
消したわ。
石ドーラ、それは未知の魔法だ。見えるのは瓶の中に封じられたものだけで、それにどんな力があるのかわからない。しかしその魔法の痕跡は私が知るものとは異なっている。
ありがと
う。なるほど。パーシバル。パーシバルや。
You're back.
And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
Huh?
What was the glowing strand that Isadora pulled from her father's chest?
It was pain.
Pain.
You will understand more about her actions as you complete the trials.
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor.
Yosh.
I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved. Well done today, as always. We shall speak again soon.
Fuyu desu. おい、ホグワーツの四季も楽しめるなんて。このゲームおかしいだろう。最高すぎるだろう。いや、そりゃ発売2年遅れるわ。当たり前だよ。こんな最高なゲーム作ってんだもん。
Natty told me about your run-in with the poachers. I have some news about them as well. Can you meet me soon? I fear that some of what I uncovered has to do with you.
When you have a moment, please stop by the Room of Requirement. Deke mentioned you might be interested in learning how to...
動物の飼育の仕方?
I don't think Mr. Pemberton meant to use his own stationery. He knows something about those demiguise moons. He's in Hogsmeade, apparently. Perhaps I shall pay him a visit.
The exploding charm.
Bombarda.
Once you have completed the tasks I've set forth, speak to me after class.
Revelio.
いけないんだ。てかそういうことしても関係ないと。さて、ボンバーダ、死の子馬。とりあえず D 君のとこ行くか。という前にトイレ&ちょっと飲み物を持ってくるか。人魚が出るなんて よく言ったもんだよ。
Lumos.
はあ、最高だ。
I've been studying Salazar Slytherin's spellbook. Meet me in the Undercroft. I found something.
Deke has an idea to share.
Hello, Deke. You wanted to talk to me?
Indeed. Deke thought you might want to learn how to build a breeding pen so that you can breed beasts.
That sounds like a very good idea.
Rescuing and breeding beasts go hand in hand. Young beasts are particularly vulnerable to poach. Breeding beasts here in the room will allow us to keep the younger ones safe.
I see. What do I need to do?
First, bring a pair of beasts to the room. One male, one female. Deke suggests rescuing thestrals, as they're at great risk from poachers. Noble creatures, but their relationship with death gives them a bad reputation. They're prized by poachers for their tail hairs.
I've seen thestrals before, but where would I find a pair of them nearby?
Deke has seen some wild... Then you'll need to purchase a spellcraft for the pen from Tomes and Scrolls and gather the materials it requires. Once you've rescued the thestrals and...
How nice to see you, my young friend.
You're back. Nice to see you again.
Secret is do the hard.
I'm Wellesley. I'd love a job at Gringotts if I didn't have to pay one of those.
Revelio.
I had plenty of them.
I was wondering when I'd see you again.
Now I can conjure a breeding pen in the room. Best get back to Deke with the thestrals.
Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
I've rescued the thest...
Excellent! Now, to breed your thestrals, simply release, then use the pen to start the process.
I shall.
Deke never grows tired of the room's surprises. We now have the perfect place for those thestrals. Please let Deke know once you've bred them.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Now there's a student.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt. Revelio.
Not now, not ever. Those who think that their plan is the sole path to victory should revisit recent memory. Had it not been for wisely thought out choices, we would all have...
Exhausting. Standing here
he can fight his own battles. Rookwoods don't go down easy. I'm
jealous.
I don't understand why more don't. They're remarkable.
Revelio.
How delightful. You're the one who stole our gone.
Incendiary for me. Accio. Arresto Stupid. Incendiary. Expelliarmus. Accio.
I'm embarrassed for you.
Student who released.
Revelio. Revelio. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. Revelio. That's that. Settled. Revelio. Eight legs is simply too many. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Arresto Momentum. Revelio. These rocks have seen better days. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Arrest them. Assignment's all finished. Revelio. Arrest them. Revelio. Arresto Memento. Professor Howard will never believe this. Revelio.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed. I take it you're ready to learn.
I completed your assignment, Professor.
Good. Now, the exploding charm, as you might.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you. Now, you must be precise. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile. Well done. Now, let us put it into practice. Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Bombard them.
Excellent wand work. Cast a spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased.
Would anyone care enough to remove my demiguise statues?
Pardon me, sir, but...
What? Who are you? Why do you ask?
They're quite clever.
Oh, thank you. A lot of craftsmanship.
So you did
Yes, You are the one who...
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon.
Well... Even when we were at school, he was a cowardly bully. Gave me... I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. It was too much, even if I do take satisfaction in that.
Mr. Moon does a good deal for the school.
I know. I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart in his... I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. It worked brilliantly.
Sounds as if Mr. Moon deserved what he got.
Fair point.
Mr. Moon, I've learned... It was a classmate of yours that you bullied.
Oh, Mayan!
I don't think he likes being called that.
Of course he does! Clever, clever man. Whatever statues remain, continue collecting them if you like. You should be more careful!
Off on another adventure, are we?
You'll never believe
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
We need to tell him. He's the
You've seen how he frets about the dark arts. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting it. I'd never swear to give up finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous. Sebastian meant well.
I appreciate you telling Sebastian not to keep this from me, but going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
What are you up to now?
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poacher spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched... If you ever meet my gran, this...
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend. I think she worries I'll do...
Whatever gave her... Revelio.
This way. A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
Revelio. He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
Revelio.
That's the third time I've seen a Dugbrook behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is... odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around.
Revelio.
Poachers were here. Perhaps we can find out why.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts.
I found goblin armor. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
That's it.
Best thing in the world, finding a beast in your trap.
Ah. Can't figure out why there's such a fuss over poaching. There's enough for everyone.
Revelio.
Suppose he's worth a look.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding you. The magic himself. What is going...
Only one way to find out. Revelio.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
They make sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
One foot in front of the next and quiet as can be. Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain with him.
It's no Dallas. Revelio.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then someone's going to regret it.
Not quite.
hushed approach is like the ones. Did you hear those footsteps? Randall and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we? Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Hello, Hamura. All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Careful! Randall will want his dragon intact!
You're the one we're looking for, and you're afraid.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
Rebellion. This way.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Since the dragon we freed flew off.
I'd much rather we have it than the... It'll be hard hiding something like this.
Should we expect trouble?
It'd be foolish not... I'm sorry to say that you like...
We aren't helping ourselves standing here.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's... Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral. Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood beasts.
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts. But sometimes wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What do you mean, to blame?
Years ago, Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix, the rarest of all beasts that Master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. Deke begged Master to leave her be. When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, Deke had to punish himself. As Deke punished himself, Master grew angrier and angrier, and in his frustration cast at the regal bird. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke could reach him, Master fell from the cliff. Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself, before Tobbs found him.
It sounds to me as if your master got what he deserved.
Deke never wanted anyone to get hurt. Deke often wonders what became. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you...
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual... That could have been any...
You know what it was.
I am allowed to leave the castle.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that she berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in...
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus. And it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the highlands rather freely until now. Much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month. Then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight. Then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no. A person's animagus form is determined by the... My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle. I believe it is because I can set...
How does it feel to trans...
Well, the first time it can be a bit but it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain. And I love being able to view the world from a different...
Now the nickname makes sense.
It is. I love She says that no creature, especially one... She claims that she... But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
We're making good progress. We can't...
I agree. I have never... You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rook... I choose to act as you have. Mama... Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
glad you came.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our lot.
Don't remind me. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fight. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collar...
Exactly. That's a good idea.
I'll start looking into... There was something else. It seems I may have caused you more trouble.
If it's all right with you, I'd rather not say. At least not at the moment.
Understood. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
The book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere. Revelio!
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me...
Did she now? I'll give you this book, if you humour me by answering...
Quiz?
Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times... Oh, they don't value...
A quiz sounds like...
Splendid! Just before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was...
The golden snidget.
Correct! The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis, the tale of the three brothers, involves which magical art?
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct! According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
The International Confederation of Wizards.
No, that's incorrect. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the Which dragon breed is the smallest?
The Ukrainian ironbelly.
No, I'm sorry, but the answer was the Peruvian vipertooth. Though the viper tooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also who founded the village of Hogsmeade.
Quincy Hogg.
No, the answer was Hengist of Woodcroft. It is believed that Hengist used the hide behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
A demiguise.
Yes! While the hide behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it, what is the only spell known to repel a lethifold?
The knockback jinx.
Actually, the answer was the Patronus charm. The only known survivor of a lethifold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Evangeline Orpington.
That's incorrect. The answer I was looking for was Gamp. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Knowledge is the real magic.
No, the answer was, never tickle a sleeping dragon. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is, Draco dormiens nunquam titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
The Ashwinder.
That's incorrect. The correct answer was the Rune's Paw. According to Parselmouths, each of the Rune's Paw's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
The Amazon rainforest.
No, Ilvermorny is actually located on Mount Greylock. The American school was founded in the 17th century by Iseult Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
Amatentia.
That's the answer. Amatentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive, such as dusty book covers or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
Give me your worst.
Wonderful. I do admire your thirst for knowledge. Emmerich the Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
Sir Agravain.
Incorrect. The answer was Egbert the Egregious. Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages, when he was the master of the Elder Wand. If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
Haversacking.
That's right. Blatching is flying to intentionally collide with a player. Stooging is when 2 chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals so that a third chaser can score. A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
Hairy ears.
No, the answer was bad luck. Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to a week. What plant excretes stink sap?
Mimbolus mimbletonia.
Correct. The Mimbolus mimbletonia plant secretes stink sap as a defensive mechanism when touched. The pepper-up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
Bowman Wright.
That's incorrect. The answer was Limfrid of Stinchcombe. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Limfrid's previous work to create the pepper-up potion we know today. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
His wand.
Incorrect. The answer was a single slipper. The story was created by Beadle the Bard. but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't read it recently. The snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
North America.
That's right. The part bird, part reptile is a distant relative of the Occamy and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide. Who is the Muggle knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
Sir Lancelot.
No, the answer was Sir Luckless. The three witches in the story are named Asher, Altheda, and Amata. Oh, I adore a story that ends with a twist. The world's largest kelpie is also known by what other name?
The Loch Ness Monster.
Correct. The Office of Misinformation has worked diligently to discredit any Muggle evidence of the kelpie's existence. Who was the first Minister for Magic?
Cadmus Peveril.
No, the first minister was Ulick Gamp. Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the unforgivable curses. You've answered all of my questions. It's nice to know there's another student who appreciates the value of knowledge. You might not have got very many right, but I'm sure you learned something regardless. Thank you for humoring me by participating. I had a splendid time. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Ravelli ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Of all the potions you've brewed.
Well, if you put a foot wrong, it's just, well, there's a...
Hogwarts survives the reign of this headmaster.
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book
Hello,
with
Gareth.
all her test answers into an
Unfortunately,
owl to stop
no.
students from cheating.
I was only testing a new recipe, mostly.
You don't create anything worthwhile without setting up.
Agreed. Innovators like can't let the doubters sway me when they taste my latest brew. Oh, that gives me an idea. Better write it down.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done.
You wanted to discuss my progress?
I did. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use. Of course, the guide isn't the only. I've heard that you were able to growing such a magical.
Thank you, Professor.
Were your meetings with Professor Black's house elf and exploration of various caves down by the...
Not at all. I was, intrigued by stories of a giant squid and wanted to learn more. I encountered...
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember, it'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Meet me at the overlook. Just north of the I'll explain. I'm glad we could help you.
Off on another adventure, are we?
It's a shame Bardolph thought dark magic.
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it.
I came as soon as I could.
I've been so distracted by the scriptorium and Slytherin's book. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
There they are up ahead. Revelio.
What am I doing here?
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who...
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
Let's get this up. Rubber and boys coming back this way.
Can't find for yourself.
Revelio.
You'd be better suited for gardening than for battle.
Revelio.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose?
Revenue.
Next time I see Dick or that student, I'll give them what they deserve.
Someone's here.
Not no way to the thing.
Don't you try again, I beg you.
Won't get away.
There you are.
Revelio. Incendio.
over all of
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Revelio.
I should tell you. Rumor is this mine was closed long ago due to an infestation of spiders.
How nice. Nothing I haven't seen before. For better or for worse, we're in. This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Bombarder!
Confringo!
Revelio! I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
Loyalists are in here. Revelio. Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Revelio. Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Repair.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Heckert would be proud.
He would at that.
Revelio.
Ranrock's loyalists all declared war. Lumos.
Revelio.
Lumos. 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 Confringo. Expelliarmus. Lumos. Lumos.
Revelio.
Bombard. Confringo. We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome...
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
What was that?
Ah, you seem tough.
We're not finished yet.
It's almost here. Arrest cleared the room.
I don't know why Gryffindors get credit for bravery. We Slytherins are teeming with it.
Bombarder! Confringo! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Revelio!
We can have a look around in peace. Bombarder! Confringo!
Rune symbol above the cabin door. Ranrock's loyalists never need to look for it.
Wasn't expecting that.
What do you have there? A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Revelio. Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably...
She seems to have been
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers.
Rackham?
Here's some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
Lumos. And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Mornweem has... Should we head there now? Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who...
Who is that?
Someone who knows Ranrock personally. They asked me not to mention their name to anyone.
A goblin? Tell me I'm wrong. You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop. Unbelievable.
Thank you for your persistence and cleverness. I confronted Piers about it and he confessed straight away. You rascal. We've agreed to let bygones be bygones. Don't forget to say hello the next time you're in the Three Broomsticks. Thrilled to be back there again.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned...
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking.
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Bombarder! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
At least now we know what's loaded there. Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Revelio! Accio! Guardian Leviosa!
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Opening all of these is tempting.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Revelio!
We've ripped the neck from the spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Bombarder!
Watch your step.
Revelio!
Really slip there. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems, often cave-ins.
And then...
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Revelio!
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. There's something here by the altar.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic, and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment...
Really? We need to focus on moving beyond this room.
Of course.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone. Revelio. We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. I need to find a safe way across. Lumos. Confringo. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Accio. Reparo. Bombada. Lumos. Reparo. Bombada. Revelio. Accio.
rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Revelio! We're in a tomb, and some eerie sounds come with the territory. Accio! Guardian Leviosa! Accio!
You've done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice. Rickety bone bridge complete. Bombardo. Revelio.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. Here we go. Something troubling ahead.
Expelliarmus. Revelio. Bombarda. Confringo. Accio.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a signal.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Accio. That worked. Keep going. Arrest the momentum. Accio. Revelio.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Bombarda. Confringo. Bombarda. Instant. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Bombarda.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place. Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up. Sebastian! The relic! Look!
Could it be?
Revelio. The note and rendition of the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle. Is that ominous? Ominous! The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine. But Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance. That the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again. As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne. When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her. All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Jackpot! Not your best moment.
We'll make them.
Got him!
They're closing in!
We must remain unseen. You'll not win here.
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. from all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Revelio.
Aloha Mora.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before.
This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Wonder who lives here.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
You're back. Nice to see you again.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Nick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Rebellion. 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 Rebellion.